Hello, beautiful. It's such a pleasure to be here with you. I have something very exciting to talk to you about, and that is Vixen energy. The Vixen is an archetype that I hold very dear to my heart. It was the archetype that first came through me. It was that and the siren. And the Vixen is ultimately this playful sensuality that has this dark edge. And me being someone who's very connected to darkness and the beauty of divine darkness, I felt always this deeper sense of magic and mystery inside of that energy. And so today I'm going to be talking about and exploring some facets of the Vixen energy. How to hold and embody more Vixen, how to really embrace its deeper mystical components, because it's very easy to relate to it just from the place of sensuality, but it's much deeper. There's a deeper devotional aspect to it that lives in relationships in the masculine, that has this very hot, very juicy, very arousing principle that, when activated, is a huge component of inspiring and raising the masculine voltage of your partner in union. So let's get into it. Vixen energy is slow, still, deep, dark, like a cat. It's very like regal and slow moving and sensuous and stretchy. It has this intensity to it that can feel kind of shocking and hard to hold. If you're not used to being commanding in your presence, that can feel very hard to hold the Vixen energy, because it is a very commanding energy. It's incredibly magnetic and hypnotic, and it likes to play in the realm of desire. So, in order to hold my Vixen, I want you to think about who you are when you are in a state of ultimate sensual, just like peak sensual pleasure. This can be something as simple as like eating a juicy fruit, or being in a hot bath, or smelling a gorgeous garden. Thinking about those moments where your senses are intensely engaged. You feel this activation, and there is a movement through your body that is connected to the Vixen. Because the Vixen is both the pleasure of expression and the pull into her pleasure. But more than that, she's the invitation into deeper, deeper, deeper layers and layers of ecstasy. So when you peel back the first layer of pleasure, she's like, come here, come closer, come deeper into this space with me. And you peel back the next layer, and she's like, oh, you're just gonna stop there? Come on, let's go. Let's go deeper. Deeper, 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 till all of a sudden you're like in the center of the dark earth. And that's her magic. That's like the hidden magic of the Vixen. She is constantly taking you deeper than you would go. She's similar to the Siren archetype in that regard, a bit more playful than the Siren. But both the Siren archetype and the Vixen archetype are about drawing you somewhere, drawing you past your boundaries and borders and into a space where you couldn't access it without her assistance and aid, because she kind of like gave you reason to go deeper. She gave you reason to go into the darkness where it's kind of dangerous and scary. the Vixen dimension of that is about like almost like the suspension of awareness and releasing into the senses. It's hugely connected to the sensuality of the body. With the siren, I would say the siren is actually more connected to the mystical realms of energy, and the Vixen is more connected to sensuality in the body rather than the upper energies. So she's constantly pulling you and drawing you deeper, and she takes you very deep into the molten core of experience. So how this energy lives in devotion, which is an important component, whether it's through the feminine beacon you stand for in your work, in your virtual presence, in your outward emanation, whatever it is, you are emanating something that is drawing people deeper by expressing something sensual and inviting. It almost like bypasses the conscious mind. This can be through the way that you wield language. This can be through the tone of your voice. This can be through your image and your beauty. This can be through many things. But basically, how are you employing your sensory power to draw people deeper, deeper into themselves, into the core of earthly power, primordial winter, all of those things. So I just wanted to do this like a quick little excerpt. But the note that I want to end this on is when you are in relationship, when you are in a union with a masculine, embodying Vixen is going to charge the deeper layers of your relationship and connection. Surrendering to Vixen, even in moments where you feel like you're just like cloaked in the mundane, don't let that deceive you. You have to give room to this energy in order to receive its alchemical gifts. So giving room to the Vixen, even in spaces where you feel like it's not appropriate or normal, like just everyday normal things that you wouldn't really think to do it there. Invite it, play with it, just see what happens, especially in relationship to your partner, because you will experience a whole new dimension of connection that you would not be able to access otherwise. So, yeah, just explore the Vixen, play with her, invite her in, and enjoy dancing in the feminine wonders. Talk to you guys soon.